You know, a lot of the times when we get a brand new utility side-by-side like this Ranger XP 1000, we show you a whole lot about how it rides, but only a little bit about how hard it works. And today, I'm gonna completely flip that script. I'm at home today and there's a few different jobs that I've got to get done, whether or not the cameras are on or off. So I thought, why not bring you along for the work, and I'll show you what I like, what I love, and what I might change based off the work that I do on a regular weekend around the ranch. And at the end of the day, you be the judge if the Polaris Ranger XP 1000 lived up to expectations. One of the biggest jobs here at the ranch is firewood. Seems like it never ends, and today I figured why not take out the Ranger with the huge usable box space as opposed to my typical beast, the tractor with the bucket. I'm gonna see how this Ranger handles firewood processing. Not only is the Ranger's massive pickup-like bed functional for hauling the load, it takes the tools out with ease and gets the job done. Right away I noticed the extra high box sides make it really easy to load a lot of the tools I'll need and not worry about them coming out. And with a 1,000-pound box capacity, I know there's not going to be any issue of me overloading it. Riding out to where the logs are is smooth, thanks to the 11 inches of suspension on all four corners, and the 13 inches of ground clearance lets me go over just about anything on my way. Once I've got the Ranger situated, it's part of the production process, and whether it be using the four-wheel drive and low range to pull down a deadfall or just placing it beside the splitter to load up firewood, it doesn't take 5 minutes to realize how much handier for a job like this the Ranger is as compared to a tractor. You know, it's pretty surprising when you got a full load of logs on the Ranger. While yes, it does notice that there's a load there, it doesn't hesitate for a second on steep inclines or even around tight turns where the engine is really working hard. In low range, this Ranger's 82 horsepower produced from the 999cc twin is strong, but what I think is even more impressive and not quantified by Polaris is the torque. The CVT tranny puts that power to the ground in a way that's not jerky or uncomfortable. And when you're trying to fit in an extra 5, 10, or okay, more like 20 extra pieces of firewood, you want it to stay put and not have to go back and pick it all up. Now, if I really wanted to maximize my time in the bush, I'd probably look at hooking on a trailer to the included 2-inch hitch receiver and load that trailer up with up to 2,500 pounds, which is the towing capacity, and I'd be pulling double duty. Now, when the firewood's finished, the maintenance part of my day comes around, and when it comes to the fence line or even just general yard cleanup, the Ranger truly is the perfect sidekick. I've got all kinds of storage room in the cab for all the tools that I need to keep the fence in good condition. Whether it's my gloves, hammer and fence staples, or a measuring tape, side cutters, and flat blades, there's no shortage of places to put things that I'll need. There's a handy USB port for keeping my phone charged. Well, let's be honest, it's for keeping my tunes playing, because it can be a little boring by yourself. I also appreciate the ease of sliding on through into the other side depending on how tight you might have to be for entry and exit. The space in the cab is huge, and if it's 1, 2, or 3 passengers, there's ample room. Now, obviously heading out for a ride after a hard day's work is important, and the Ranger has always delivered an excellent ride. That's one area they always stand out, and this new 2023 Ranger XP 1000 is absolutely no different. When it comes to the complaints department, I really don't have too many. I wouldn't mind seeing a hand-operated parking brake because the park-in gear feature sometimes doesn't leave me feeling the most secure when I'm parked on a hill with a load on. Number 2, and really my biggest complaint, are the silly nets on the doors. I wish that they would just put a solid door on the Ranger right from the get-go. Other than that, this Ranger works hard. It's still a blast out on the trails. No matter where you put a Ranger, it'll overachieve because it's the original workhorse, and for 2023, it's the best version of the Ranger that I've ever had the pleasure of using.